my memory is that when the center started, Laura was developing the center and I was coming along. And I don't know how that, but for me, I was coming along to be a part of the center. It was not in the original business plan for me to have an administrative role at the center. Um, you and I were friends and really close colleagues, and I had a lot of respect for you. And in the first couple, 3 weeks, first month, it became pretty apparent to me that, and you said not apparent, but you were saying you were doing it all on everything, and seeing a full caseload. I was seeing a full caseload, but that was really what I was doing. And then the billing, I mean, how to get paid for what we were doing and how to do. And I've always liked money. I've always liked working with money. And I remember saying to Laura, let me do the billing part. Let me be responsible for that.
I slept well that night.
And Laura said, thank you.
Yes.
And so I started by taking over the billing and and that's what my evening weekend then was about, was getting the claims out and getting us paid. I think we just learned, I'm not sure before we started that we really knew how well we complemented each other in role ways. That Laura is much a big picture person. She's the vision. She sets the path, and I am more of a middle, I'll make it happen kind of person. I'm really tell me what you want and what we need, and I'll figure out a way to make it happen. And that's how it happened.
So you became the chief operating
officer. And I became the chief without really knowing what that meant. Became that, and then payroll, you were doing payroll and bills, and I remember saying a few years, into it, Laura, I'll do that. I can do that part. Let me take that over. And so Laura said, okay. So it was just really kind of little by little that we began dividing up kind of how things went.
And there were some key people in the field, since we were, all three of us are clinicians first and providers first. The interesting and wonderful part is, as you started developing the business side and approaching it, it was, even the relationship development with our managed care contracts became relational, and it was less of a all business. I learned when we were negotiating contracts, it was a major proactive person from Ohio State, Robert Meyer, who started teaching me how to negotiate contracts, and without him, he was part of managed care there, believed in the prevention of health care, and was a leader in all these years for Ohio State in that area. And he taught me the language and the definition and how to put things together, but it was always because we cared about the clients. It wasn't going to be, let's put this over here because it's the business thing to do. It's how do we get what is needed to be able to serve the client's needs. And so to this day, we're still providers first. I may be president of the organization of the Center for Balanced Living, and you the chief financial and operating officer, and you the director of food and nutrition, and we come together to literally provide and run an organization, but we do it because we provide daily care, and it is the clients for whom we do it.
And I feel for me right now as a clinician, as I move farther away from working with clients, I feel very much like my skills and my role in helping the staff or working with the staff, I feel like I'm really working to serve them. and all of our relationships with managed care, with our supporters in the community, with everything we do, I feel like now I'm in a place in my life to serve the organization and to serve the growth of the organization, um, as I move away from from directly serving families.
That is so true, Sherry, and you do that so well and so naturally.